Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber, Android Arrowhead, and I'm back with more Ace Attorney 5, aka Dual Destinies, aka Episode 2, Monstrous Turnabout. I know nothing about this arc other than it's a flashback. Okay, now I'm more confused. And this is Naruto. To recap, this is going to be a flashback showing how Apollo met Athena. We appear to be starting in the very far back past.
And sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the forbidden chamber.
I think we should open it. Maybe he's done his time. Maybe he's changed as a person inside.
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams.
Guys, I think I know who the murderer is.
At long last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
I didn't get the wrong game on accident, did I? A few months prior to the courthouse bombing. Here it is. The Right Anything Agency. April 17th, 12:13 p.m. Hey, that would have been... If I played this last week, that would have been almost the day it was. And oh look, Phoenix put his little hat on the thing. On the trophy up there. He got rid of the hobo hat. Huh. I guess I'm a little early.
Oh, hey Apollo. Getting an early start today?
Yeah, this is the first job I've had in a while, after all.
Well, aren't we all fired up?
Not gonna lie, I think I prefer her 2D art. I don't know, the 2D stuff at the moment, I am kind of preferring over this, but I don't know. Just because this is like a direct comparison, though, between like how Trudy was in Apollo Justice and then this. I do think I prefer the Apollo Justice style of stuff. In terms of art style, also, Apollo Justice is kind of closer to how, like, the original 3 games were, and then, okay, whatever. Not the point. Anyway, we can discuss that later. Well, it's not every day I get a call from Mr. Wright. What kind of work is it, anyway? Mr. Wright didn't mention any details.
Work? Is that how he put it?
Don't tell me he just wants me to clean the toilet again.
You've really become a fixture around here, Apollo.
Well, come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. Lots happened since then. But I've settled in nicely despite a few bumps in the road. My name is Apollo Justice. It was on the cover of the last game, and now it's back to Phoenix Wright because of stuff. I've been practicing law for about a year, but I still have a lot to learn. This is the Right Anything Agency, and it's where I work. Don't let the name fool you. It's definitely a law agency.
But don't forget that this place is a talent agency too, Polly. It's the law agency part of this office that's usually forgotten.
This is Trucy Wright, a budding magician, and adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She's also my sister, but I don't know that yet. She sometimes makes me help with her magic tricks.
And what's wrong with that? You're one of the agency's talents as well.
I was under the impression that I was a lawyer.
Oh, we better hurry. Doesn't look like Daddy's going to make it, so let's get going.
Huh? Where are we going? What about the job he mentioned?
This is the job, Polly. You're supposed to keep me company today. Now, come on.
Another day of not being a lawyer? Should have seen this coming.
Well, this is the Right Anything Agency, you know. And there's no law-related work at the moment, so...
Tell me again why I chose to work here. Where is Mr. Wright, anyway?
Daddy said something about going to meet an acquaintance. Don't worry, just focus on your job and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Well, let's go. We don't have all day.
Wait a second! And another day of anything goes begins the Right Anything Agency. I wanted to examine Phoenix's hat there. I'll probably be able to come back at some point. April 17th, 1:30 p.m. Nine Tails Vale, Yokai Lane. Yeah, outside of knowing this was the next location, which is why I put it in the thumbnail, I don't really know anything about this chapter at all. As with most of this, honestly. That's a nice little depth of field stuff there, where it's like... They made it look like it was a distance away, and it wasn't. Anyway. Ugh. So what are we doing way up here in the mountains?
This is Nine Tails Vale. Everyone's been talking about the yokai craze here.
Yokai? Oh, you mean Japanese monsters. I guess that explains all these weird things. Basically, it's Monster Hunter Rise, yeah. Speaking of which, wasn't Nine Tails Vale founded by Japanese immigrants? Where are we? If they're immigrants, that... I guess that shows this isn't Japan, but... I wonder if that's the same in Japanese. Huh.
Yeah, they're holding a festival to boost tourism over at the Alderman's Manor. My friend who works there invited us. That's why we're here.
In other words, I'm your chaperone because your dad was too busy.
Daddy said that with those horns of yours, you'd make a great addition to their festival. I mean, you look just like a Japanese demon. Wasn't that so thoughtful of him, Polly?
I could do without thoughtfulness like that.
Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly. The festival grounds are this way.
Alright, guess it's time to move to the QB Manor Garden. Using the move function, which I have, seeing as I've... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, cool, it's like a different layout. Stop. Controller! There. Actually, if I can go back here, I want to see. Present. Oh, I can't examine the background, damn it! Man. Alright, fine. I really want to know what it would say about, Phoenix's hat. April 17th, 2:05 p.m. I guess it's because that's still like a... I guess not one of the new sprites, because, like, look at this, there's, like, swaying in the lanterns above, there's, like, wind blowing and leaves. There's birds. I guess there's not leaves, I thought there were... Birds or leaves. Birds aren't real. Anyway. Yeah, there's, like, an animated stuff in the background. I guess it's because it's not one of those, but... Oh, well. April 17th, 2:05 p.m. QB Manor Garden. Wow, this place is really something.
It definitely feels like a different world here.
Goosey. Ah, here we go.
Jinxie! And this is... my friend, Jinxie Tema.
Oh wait, no, I think that was Apollo saying that. Yeah, and this is?
My friend, Jinxie Tenma. She's the one who invited us. She just happened to be the maid here. 2 horns, a lava bread. Are you a demon?
No, I'm apologizing.
He's a demon!
What? Damn. Hey, Lomas, welcome to the stream. You're already pissed off. About what? Curiosity, out of what? Or out of curiosity about what?
Be gone, foul beast! You look great, Polly. Building some of that space in your forehead.
What is this thing?
It's a warding charm. Jinxie puts them on all the monsters she finds.
But I'm not a monster.
Maybe I should have told her you're a good demon.
Toble. I'm glad that sprite for Trucy made it then. The Toble sort of one. Anyway. Or you could just say I'm human. Because I got my ass handed to me by fucking Arzuros. Oh, yeah, let me guess. Was it either Apex or was it the Afflicted Arzuros?
The Red Demon, emissary of the underworld.
I got up early to do my hair for this. I'm surprised Apollo does his hair at all. I thought it would be like, it just comes like that. Can I take this off now?
So you can eat me?
I'm not going to eat you!
Forgive me, oh terrible one! Tone down your cords of steel, Apollo. You're scaring her out of her wits.
Don't worry, I'm already full.
Please stay that way.
Right, now I'm playing along too. When the design team thought that giving Apex Arzer was a 3 fucking insta-kill move combo into each other. I will say, it is funny that it took like what was essentially an early game monster like Arzuros, and they actually made it kinda hurt. I thought that was kinda funny, at the very least. Too bad I can't examine the... Man, I miss being able to examine backgrounds. I like that. I'm probably going to be able to have that ability later, but I don't have it right now. Alright, wait. Can I show her my lawyer's badge? Would you mind taking a look at this?
Eek! No thank you, be gone, foul demon!
Ah, vanished again.
That's what you get when you flash a girl like that, even if it was just your badge.
Okay, so there's a line specifically for the badge.
You should make it sound like I'm some kind of creep.
So I wanted to ask you about Ninetales Vale.
Eek! Arthur! Be gone, foul demon! Looks like you've been demonized, Polly. Literally.
I'm starting to wonder if I really am a demon myself. The actual fuck. By the way, the bonus burned through 4 of my lives and just one attack each at full health with maximum defense upgrades. Yeah. At the very least, if you learn to dodge him, he's fine. I guess mainly my tip would just be like stay behind him. And then when he does the turnaround thing, just look out for that, dodge that, and then you just go right behind him again. Also, when he does, I think he has an ass slam move. If he does that, may God have mercy on your soul. But yeah. I don't really, like, when I did the SNS, or when, I should say, rather, when I played Rise, of course I used the SNS. I didn't really block much, so I was just kind of like, yeah, I just kept hitting it. That's really all the strategy I've got for you. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of plans around, that whole thing. I would say at that point... Wait, do you have Sunbreak, out of curiosity? No, to dodge. I have the dodge one to max out. It doesn't matter. I do remember Apex Arzuros being a problem on release. If you have Sunbreak, you could always just level up and then, come back and kill him. Just shred him to death. Most of attacks were unblockable anyways, it wouldn't have mattered. But I didn't know they were unblockable, huh? I mean, yeah, all that there is to that point is just, I don't know. Just do what I do and just die enough to the point where you find out what his moves are, and then just go from there. That's what I always do. Every time I come up with a monster that I can't really fight, I just die until I no longer do. I'm fucking stubborn. You know what? I get that. I'm with you there. Generally, I will also refuse to go level up and come back if I could just theoretically kill the thing now.
Eek! Please don't eat me! I have food if you're hungry!
This isn't working. We won't get anything out of her until we set the record straight.
If only we had some way to prove you're not as scary as you look.
Ouch. Unnecessary roughness. Looks like I have to present some proof. I already did! Proof that I'm 100% human. Okay, do I present the badge now? I wanted to show you. Okay, so funny that they have little dialogue for presenting the badge before you're even supposed to present the badge. Alright.
Eek, what is it?
It's my attorney's badge, you see? I'm not a demon, I'm a lawyer.
She's like, that's worse! Really? You're a lawyer?
When your character yells something along the lines of like, watch out, it's angry, or this looks like it's about to hurt, that signals it's an unblockable or severely high damage attack. Oh, yeah, I forgot that they do that. Huh. Yeah, I think Sunbreak is some of the best that Monster Hunter's ever been. I probably, not that I'm gonna go back to that, because I did like, how many streams did I even do with that? I think that was like, at one point, the game in which I had like the most streams for it at one point. It was like 11. Man, that was some good times. There was some good stuff there.
You're a lawyer?
Ooh. I mean, now she'll stop calling me a demon.
To protect you from Enma Dio's judgment? Who's Enma Dio? That'd be an awesome name for like a pro wrestler. I read somewhere that he's the demon lord who judges the dead for their sins. Uh-oh. I think now she thinks you're a demon lawyer from hell, Polly. Can I go back to being just a normal demon? Please, please don't boil me in a scalding cauldron. I'd prefer a Turkish bath if possible. Turkish bath? Isn't that more sauna than bath? Don't worry, Jinxie. He's a good demon. He'll save you if you ever go astray. Eek! Please, Mr. Demon Lawyer, sir, have mercy on my soul. Oh, I told you, I'm not a demon. Intrusi, stop. You just leave that Enma Dio to me. Isn't that great, Jinxie? Uh-huh. I'm no longer scared to cross into the afterlife. I would rather fight 3 Basils in a row than not fighting a single Apex Arzuros. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, how did you handle the other Apexes, out of curiosity? Because I don't remember, like, Apex Zenogre or Mizutsune being, like, as rough. Yeah, Arzuros, I do think they probably tuned them up a bit much. Mental language is very relatable. At this point, definitely, yeah. This conversation's going in circles. And unfortunately, they're the circles of hell. Will someone tell these two I'm human already? Okay. Interesting that it has a little animation now for refreshing dialogue after you, like, mess it up the first time. Alright. So, Jinxie, I hear this village is the epicenter of the monster craze. Epicenter. I said epicenter. Epicenter. Uh-huh. Barely anyone had even heard of it before, but now it's packed with tourists. Really? So the monster craze is the reason behind today's festival? It was the alderman's idea, but I'd be careful if I were you. There were lots and lots of yokai prowling about Ninetales Vale. Prowling about? You mean like the wild animals or something? Uh-huh. And they're hungry too. Man-eating monsters? And they're all over the place? Luckily, we hired a hunter to help. Uh-huh. In fact, there was one at the manor yesterday. I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the door, nobody was there. It was the ding-dong demon. How else could you explain it? Well, when I was a kid, my friends used to play this prank called Ding Dong Ditch. Well, that doesn't prove yokai aren't real. There's even one here at the manor. The demon Tenma Taro. He's imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenma Taro? The Forbidden Chamber. Their Apex use flash bombs and use the Cellular Rider Extender defense up Dango abilities. Oh, okay, yeah. Honestly, that probably was the way to go. I never really bothered using flash bombs just because I didn't want to, like, waste them. I realized you can get more, but it was pretty rare that I'd actually wind up using one. Tenma Taro. About that yokai you said was imprisoned here in the manor. Is that true? Uh-huh. He's a super evil demon named Tenma Taro. Here, take a look at this scroll. Hey, speaking of Monster Hunter Rise, I think Bishaten was kind of based on the sort of monster Tenma Taro is. He's like a, fuck, what are they called again? The fucking... They're bird-like guys. Tengus, that's it. Like a Tengu. Tenma Taro's the dark demon you see here. He's super evil and super scary. That's the yokai imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber? I actually can fight better with Apex since I'm not thinking about traps since they're immune to all forms of trap and sleep effects. They can be paralyzed very easily though. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, I didn't think you could trap them. They're all like slay quests. Uh-huh. He was defeated by the village guardian yokai, the nine-tailed fox. And locked away forever. So, you're saying Tenma Taro is still trapped inside the Forbidden Chamber? Uh-huh. But he's just biding his time until he can escape. Still, we should be perfectly safe. Because there's a really powerful sealing charm on the door keeping it shut tight. What a charming security system. You can keep the scroll if you want. The alderman gave me this, but just holding it gives me the chills, so... Thanks, Jinxie. Maybe I'll give this to Mr. Right. Makes a lot more sense. Vishton kind of looks like a monkey to me, but Tengu Harpy works too. Yeah, a lot of the new Rise monsters were based off of yokai, so you got like, for example, Acnosama is based on this weird, like, an umbrella with an eye on it, which is why it has, like, the fanning out kind of frills. Let me think. Somnicanth was based on a mermaid called, like, a, Ningyo something or other. Basically, like, some kind of, like, mermaid, but for Japanese stuff. What else was there? It was Great Izuchi, I think we talked about yesterday. That was the, Kamaitachi. That was, like, a... Basically, like, there are 3 foxes where one will trip you, one will cut you, and one will heal you, and they're trying to, like, keep you out of places, I think is the legend for that. Let me think what else. Raknikadaki is this weird kind of, like, spider monster, but then, well, I mean, yeah, it's a spider. Gos Harag was, I think, red Onis and blue Onis, because it can change color between red and blue. And I feel like there's one more I'm forgetting. There's Magnamalo, but I think Magnamalo is basically just like a samurai tiger thing. The Apex Arzuros I was fighting was artificially inflated from one of the event quests. Oh, okay. Yeah, that explains it. That would definitely... Okay, yeah. Those are usually meant to be like the harder ones. That's like a... I think they're supposed to be like G rank level quests. But you can fight them in like high rank. Okay, yeah, that tracks. It's kind of like the 9-star quest currently in Monster Hunter Wilds. Wait, 10 stars? I kind of forgot how many they go up to. Yokai Legend Scroll added to the court record. So, I was wondering... Are those things in your forehead also warding charms, Jinxie? Yes, they're to prevent evil things from getting inside me. Through your head? Papa told me to wear them. Evil things? Apollo, don't you dare take those charms off her forehead. They have to stay there. Forever. Got it? I wonder what would happen if I did take them off. No, Apollo, what? It's time for me to get back to work. But evil things will get into her head, Apollo. Thanks for inviting us, Jinxie. You're welcome. Oh, and before I forget, there's going to be a surprise event today. Even I don't know what to expect, but it's sure to be fun. Better not be a yokai parade. She'd probably drop dead from fright. The post-game countdown, we've got at least 75% of them completed. Ah. I mean, you're doing... I don't think I did those, so you know what? You're doing a good job. Keeping the village safe. Eek! Ah! Ah! A demon! Oh, wait. It's just someone in a suit. Right? Tenmataro! Tenmataro? The demon from the Forbidden Chamber? Please don't hurt me! Be gone! Be gone! Be gone!
Hiss! Better watch out, little girl, or I'll snatch you away!
I refuse to do the Master Hunter rank event quest until I reach the next major story boss. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Charm, charm, charm! Where's that dying go to heaven charm? If you're at level 100, you probably could fight Valstrax, and I think after that you've got basically just... Actually, I think Valstrax might literally be the last thing before Master Rank, as far as new monsters go. Oh, she put it on her own forehead this time. She sure gives up quick. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces?
Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that! Lower your eyes! He'll steal your soul if you're not careful!
Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously?
Your devilry stops here and now, Tenmataro!
Now what? Look, Apollo! There's somebody up on the roof! Oh boy, here we go. What's this now?
Ha 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 ha! That booming laugh! Could it be? My 9 golden tails are proof of my unassailable righteousness. With my band of 100 minions, I vanquish evil from the land. I am the wrestler of righteousness. Yeah!
I'm intrigued.
The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is here! Fear not, good little boys and girls. Fear not, good little boys and girls, for I shall defeat Tenmataro.
It's weird that I find them extremely hot. I know what to do in the costume, but that's Monster Delph energy. Okay, what do you think of this guy? This new guy? I'm intrigued. I tell you what. You know what? This actually would be, like, a solid, like, pro wrestling thing. My god. Both Delphosaurs are wedding bands. What if this ends with them getting married?
Ha 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 ha!
Hooray, hooray, it's the amazing Ninetales!
Up to your no good tricks again, eh, Tenmataro? Well, not on my watch.
Now he's talking to nothing.
Ha 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 ha! There's nothing to fear now, my child. I have banished Tenmataro. You and your people can now live in peace.
Thank you, Mr. Amazing Ninetales, sir. I really want him to be a witness or, like, the defendant for the upcoming trial, even though I'm pretty sure the defendant's gonna be Jinxie. And I really want him there just so he can be there looking like this. I think it'd be so funny. This game has genuine yaoi in it. I might have to put it in the top 5 favorite games of all time. Maybe he beats Tenmataro by making out with him. Why not? We'll see.
Now I must be off. Another match and another foe to vanquish await.
You know, this village is pretty cool. What was that all about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he came out of the Alderman's Manor. That was the Amazing Ninetales. He's a pro wrestler from right here in Ninetales Vale. But no one knows his true identity. Jinxie sure seems chipper all of a sudden. What was that all about him banishing Tenmataro? That was a yokai exorcism. It's an annual ritual where Tenmataro is released to remind us of his wickedness. In the end, the Nine-Tailed Fox drives Tenmataro out and purifies our village. But the Amazing Ninetales did the honors this year. So that was the big surprise, huh? The Amazing Ninetales and Tenmataro. Huh. Well, whatever floats her boat. Oh, would you look at the time? I better get back to work. Please excuse me. She's a strange one, all right. I think she's sweet in her own special way. Knowing Trucy, she probably has lots of friends who are sweet in their own way. Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of Ninetales Vale while we're here. Fun never stops, does it? And we're back. April 17th, 3:40 p.m. QB Manor Garden. I think I bought nearly every yokai souvenir that was for sale. I know, because my wallet's running on empty. What's with all the commotion over there? Huh? Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? I hope everything's okay. It's terrible! Calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened. Even Tenmataro. He killed all of them in QB. What? What? Wait, killed as in dead? Why did they kind of kill this there? On a scale of 1 to I am absolutely fucked, how strong is Crimson Guild of Valstrax compared to, let's say, Event Quest Teostra Kusala? Let me think. When I first fought Valstrax in Generations Ultimate, he kicked my ass. When I first fought him in Sunbreak, I was a little more used to his moves, so it is at least slightly different, but let me put it like this. He's gonna be rough. If you're not used to his attack pattern, yeah, some of his moves might surprise you. They're pretty quick, but like, if you know what's coming, you can avoid it. Like, alright, let me put it like this. He's kinda like a test of dodging, in a sense. Like, if you know his attack is coming, you're completely fine. But if you don't know what's coming, or if you don't move out of the way quickly enough, it will hit you, and it'll hit really hard. Rise goes higher than more than Iceborne. I would say, yeah, Valstrax will get you probably the first couple times, but then once you get this attack pattern down, it's probably good. Yes! And Tenmataro did it! Tenmataro? You stay here while I go have a look. Please wait. Huh? It's a Tenmataro warding charm. It should protect you, but please, be careful. The Alderman's in the Fox Chamber at the top of the main staircase. Okay, got it. Tenmataro warding charm slipped into the pocket. From my head. Big reaction times, I got the match that. Okay, yeah, you'll be fine, yeah. April 17th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. I'm still just not used to having actual animation in this. So there were 2 murders. Never mind, there's 1 murder.
Are you all right? Who are you? Help! Someone call an ambulance!
What the fuck? The police arrived soon after that, at which point I returned to the festival grounds. Apparently, the man impaled by the spear was already dead. But there was one other person there, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital. April 17th, QB Manor, Garden. Thank goodness the other man's going to be fine. Sounds like he'd only been unconscious. You think Jinxie's going to be okay? I'm sure she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least she's calm enough for the police to question her for now. And I'd sure love to know what crazy animal left those feathers and tracks. Oh, look! Here comes Jinxie! Hi, Trucy. Hi, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Hey, feeling any better? I was wondering if you're up to filling us in on what happened. How you doing there, kiddo? So, the man with the spear in his chest was already dead? Uh-huh. It was Alderman QB. When I found him, he was already... So the victim was the village alderman. And the one who was found alive? Who was he? There's not just one in the Ace Attorney community right now. Why? Damien Tenma. He's the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town. They arrested him. Okay, so he's the defendant. So, he's the killer? Papa didn't kill anyone. Oh, right. Of course she would be the kid. Yeah. Papa isn't your father? They have the same name. That does make sense, yeah. That's right. Jinxie's dad is the mayor of Tenma Town. No way! Yes, Wei, but he's innocent. It's just got way more complicated. Well, we know who did it. It was the blonde guy in the opening bit, but... The victim was the alderman of Ninetails Vale. And Jinxie's father, the mayor of Tenma Town, was arrested for the crime. There's no BL fanfics between Amazing Ninetales and Tenmataro. You know what? You got me there. That is appalling. That is appalling. We should get on that right now. Maybe I should do a stream where I write BL between the two of them. My god. Alright. I tell you what, it'd be one of my more unique streams, at the very least. Sounds like we have some investigating to do. I know this is difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there. I know. I'll try my best. Would you mind telling me a little more about the victim? So the victim was the village alderman. What can you tell me about him? His name is Rex QB. They say his family is ties to the legendary nine-tailed fox. So is he like part fox or... And this apparently this is the most homosexualized tourney game in the franchise, so why is there more gay fanfics of Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth? To be fair, I think there's been more gay fanfic of Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth since like the second game, maybe even the first. That's just kind of a commonly running thing. I need you to make the most raunchy fan between the two as possible for my sake, please. You know what? Maybe I can get on that. I probably won't. I'll probably forget immediately after this conversation, but you know what? Maybe I will.
He was really kind, and he always looked out for me. He was a former pro wrestler, and I even heard he knew the amazing Ninetales.
A former pro wrestler, huh? That's something to keep in mind. So he might have been the Ninetales guy in the mask. With your father being mayor and all, I guess you're originally from Tenma Town, huh? So then, why did you come work here?
It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie? Uh-huh. Plus, Mama was from the Ninetales Vale, so she's no longer with us.
Don't test my commitment. I will be on your ass about that in the same way we're trying to run you playing Henry Stickmin, which I also need to do. Yeah, there's that.
She loved these flowers. I always wanted to live where Ninetales flowers grew. Wow, what a beautiful flower! And with exactly 9 petals, too. Just looking at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai.
Ninetales flower added to the court record. Jinxie, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon.
Uh-huh. The warding charm of the Forbidden Chamber's door. It's been removed.
There's only the Hat in Time DLC. That's also true. Yeah, shit, I've got a lot of things. And that one last ghost trick level, which I haven't done in like a year. Or I've been not doing that for a year, I should say. The Forbidden Chamber's door? That big door that was barred shut? It wasn't a charm on it when I checked it out, so I guess it was removed by someone. I haven't forgotten jack shit, don't worry about it. I have a 12-hour memory, but it's a petty-ass 12 hours.
That's how Tenma Taro escaped. Oh, wow. But when I try and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy. Jinxie, you should get some rest. Been through a lot today.
Between the warning charm being removed and the black feathers and weird tracks, see how a superstitious person might think a demon was the killer.
Apollo, maybe this is your chance.
Chance for what?
Do the right thing and defend Jinxie's dad in court.
Who, me? Wouldn't a man like Mayor Tenma have access to a more experienced lawyers?
You want to know what the detective said? They doubted there was a lawyer who could get a not guilty verdict in this one.
Well, now I have to do it. Just to prove them wrong. Sounds like they're expecting an open and shut case.
Don't worry, Jinxie. If anyone can prove your dad's innocence, it's Polly.
What?
You'll accept the case, won't you, Polly? Oh, it's all over, isn't it? I'll be all alone for the rest of my life.
Oh, right. Jinxie already lost her mother. She said that like 30 seconds ago. Alright. Jinxie, leave your father's defense to me.
Attaboy, Polly. You're going to help Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Yep, because that's what lawyers do. Plus, no toilet cleaning for a while. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man.
Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones. Red demons are usually so mean.
It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Ready or not, here comes justice. Guess I ought to go and meet my new client. But before I forget, better jot this down in my notebook.
Hey, Apollo, what's the notebook for?
Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff about the case. And so I don't misplace them, I'm putting my notes in the court record. I guess it's what you would call a to-do list.
Oh, sounds handy.
To read my notes, I just open the court record with RB. Then I can switch between the tabs using LB and RB.
Oh, I almost forgot. So, about Jinxie's father, no matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away.
Wait, what?
His angry glare can paralyze you with fear.
And so, you never labeled the final story mission as a finale stream, but your last ghost trick was 11 months ago.
It wasn't labeled as the finale, I think, because I didn't know if I was actually going to get to the finale. I don't do that for games that, like, unless I'm positive it will be the end of the game, I don't do that, because there was one thing where I was playing Uncharted 2, and I was like, oh, I'm on chapter, like, 18 out of 22. Surely this must mean I'm, like, an hour from the end, because I did, like, the rest of the 18 chapters in roughly, like, 2 hours each for streams, and, like, basically, like, 4 hours. So I was like, oh, yeah, I could do the last, like, 5 in an hour or 2. That stream was 5 hours long. So yeah, I don't put finale unless I'm absolutely positive it will be the end of the game. Generally. His angry glare can paralyze you with fear. And some claim he can even shoot laser beams from his eyes. Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary. A paralyzing stare? Laser beams from his eyes? He sounds like some kind of monster. I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done. Yeah, the Danganronpa V3 incident with Uncharted. At least with Danganronpa V3, I knew I was going to try to end it that day, which is also why I started earlier. But, like, Uncharted, that was unexpected to try and get that done. Which is also why Uncharted 3, I didn't label that as the finale, just because I was trying to, like, just make sure that I didn't fuck anything up. Okay, thanks. Games really did fuck you up, huh? Yeah, there's that. I guess Danganronpa 2 would also kind of fall into that, and Danganronpa 1, because I thought the final trials for that would be way shorter. Alright, that's where I am right now. Let's go here. April 17th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Alright. Water. April 17th, Detention Center Visitor's Room. Ah, visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds. Ah!
Who are you?
Yikes! So you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Considering how often withholding evidence happens in court, I'm surprised nobody's ever been genuinely punished for that stuff. It is weird how no one ever gets punished for it. You are correct, yeah. Ah! Let me out of here! Sorry, I get a little loud sometimes.
How incredibly rude.
Sorry. Did I do something to offend you?
A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. Here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rudeness!
Oh, wait, so he wasn't mad at me?
Unworthy as I am, Damien Tenma shall breach these walls. So that I may treat my benefactor to some tea. And maybe some cookies, too.
No, wait, we can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what happened?
I see. So tea and cookies can wait, can they?
Oof, that was close. We don't need jailbreak added to the list of charges. Yeah, I mean, at least he's nice about it, I guess. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask you why you were arrested? You ever seen the anime Toradora? Oh, I've seen that, yeah. I saw that a while ago. Damn, that was at least a decade. But yeah, I've seen it, yeah. Grr! Whoa! Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid.
Ah!
Excuse me?
You think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this? This arrest should have never happened.
Go on.
I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth. Now I've but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth.
No, wait. You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty.
I suppose you're right.
Ew.
Eve just came this close to quite a scare. My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman QB. That's why I was arrested. Your prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there?
None. For I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something.
Oh yeah, he reminds me of Ryuji. Or, I think his name was Ryuji, yeah. Well, it sounds intimidating too, but he was a really nice dude at the end of the day. Yeah, exactly. Ultimately, you know, this is just how he shows affection. Horrifying as it is.
What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head.
I see. A drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing. Did they test him for... Wait, couldn't they test him for sleeping pills? Not that it would necessarily prove anything, but it would, like, give some credence to his story.
Oh.
Huh? Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. What do the police have on you as far as a motive is concerned?
Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the alderman and I as of late.
Oh, was it personal in nature?
Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Surrender Ninetails Vale to Tenma Town now!
Yikes!
That's what I told him.
I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared! So, that's the motive the police have established for the Alderman's murder?
Indeed it is. Alderman QB was dead set against a municipal merger.
And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way.
Ah, curses!
Mayor Tenma? Are you okay? Yuji Takasu. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
Jinxie, forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this.
It'll work out fine. Just leave it to me. If only it really were that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma.
Please, wait. My daughter, Jinxie.
Yes?
She already lost her mother. And now, with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need.
Leave it to me. Trucy and I will look out for your daughter.
I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about.
New friends?
Yes. It seems she's made some new friends since she started working in Ninetails Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch, too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue,
basically other yokai, yeah.
And many other interesting characters.
How long was it between the murder and us getting here? I'm guessing at least an hour or so, but I'm not entirely sure. They usually take away the clock as soon as the investigation phase starts because you can go to different places at different times. Friends? Sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me. Wonder if I fell in love with this man, because whoever that woman is fucking deserves him. This man is an absolute treasure. This guy's pretty good. Maybe it was someone who was into getting glared at. That's a possibility, you know, it'd be there the entire time.
Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up.
Ooh, why am I so tired? Must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad it didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright. Justice here. Apollo, is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Lucy told me you've taken on a new case. Oh, that. It was kind of spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case? That's fine, but I have a favor to ask. Sure, what is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar.
That's right. I remember hearing about her calling. That's right. I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with a case. It was like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Ninetales Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. But I've never even met her before. What does she look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. In that case, sleeping pills should still be traceable for a while, but if it was only an hour between then and now. Exactly, you know, that's true. Could add credence to his story. Could show that it couldn't have been him, because he would have been asleep. Where's the tox report? And why didn't they take him to the hospital and get that done? There's a question. Granted, I'm not sure what that would prove, but it would be evidence in his favor. A new addition to the agency. Well, I better get back to Ninetales Vale quick. Alright. Wrong way. Wait, no. April 17th, Ninetales Vale. Yokai Lane. I already told you! I'm a lawyer assigned to the case! I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where QB Manor is... You can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky. You stupid pig-headed! This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know! Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested. Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school? I already told you I'm a lawyer, not a student. That's it, enough of your lies. You're coming with me. Ah! Get your hands off me! Oh, here we go.
What the?
Damn, Athena can throw.
Think you could watch out for the bystanders next time?
Yeah. Well, a lot of them can leave your bloodstream within just an hour or two after a dose. There are other things that keep traces of medicines like that. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it's not guaranteed that they'll find it. It's likely to be found when given the right tests. Okay, so yeah, exactly. There you go. Whoops. Are you okay? I think so. The police officer's out cold. I'm so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. Well, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Reflex. That's more like a felony. Or self-defense. Just putting that one out there. You're Athena Sykes, I take it? That would be me. And you are? I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Right Anything Agency. The Right Anything Agency? What a fishy-sounding name. It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh, right! That right! So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? I was wondering where she was. She's been missing ever since the first trial. Okay, so basically, this is a flashback to when she met Apollo, so this is, like, she just got here effectively for the first time. This is, like, chronologically the first trial, even though the first one happened... Actually, wait. Let me put it like this. The first trial we just saw happens, like, a couple of months after this. This is when they meet, and then that's later. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Of course. Feel free to ask away. So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar? That's right. And here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. A bit more than you might think, in fact. I'm 2. I'm only 18. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. And I got my license to practice law while I was over there.
All I can say is, wow. You must be a genius or something. So let's see. In terms of personnel stuff, we don't have it for her yet. But here's Trucy, 16, 15. Don't know how old he is, but he's probably this guy. Basically, look at the guy's neck muscles. This is a wide guy. This is a wide guy. These are the same two dudes, clearly. He's 45. That makes sense why he didn't look like a sailor with hella bandages in certain Guilty Gear characters. You know the cast for Guilty Gear? I have played Strive a little bit, but I'm not good at it. And honestly, I probably should get back to it. That would be a fun sort of stream series to do, just me getting better at it. I'm familiar enough with it in terms of the appearance, but I don't know the names of all the characters. All I can say is, wow. Must be a genius or something.
I also studied analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer.
Psychology helps her be a better lawyer. How exactly does that work? She has the emotion reading abilities of a computer.
So tell me about our client. What are they like? Oh, right. You haven't met him yet.
Well, you have a favorite character personality-wise you can remember? I remember thinking that Biken was pretty cool. I thought Biken was cool. In terms of personality, though, who's the one with, like, the fucking... What was it? What was I gonna say? Who's that girl? It was, like, Elsbeth or something? The one with, like, the gun who turns into, like, a marriage form? I think she's funny. I also think May's kind of funny. Criminal psychology is, like, hella important for any law profession. That is true. That, actually, yeah. As a lawyer, especially basically considering that we are detectives functionally, that is important, yeah. And that about sums it up.
He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father, Sniffle.
Wait, are you crying?
I'm not crying. There was something in my eye.
Ah, she's one of those, huh? They're called tears.
Moving right along, let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1.
So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology.
That's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system.
Oh, really? So, how do you plan on using it to defend our client?
Well, for example, I can try to listen on the witness's inner voice.
Elfelt, that's it, yeah. I know what you're thinking of, yeah. When you're thinking very hard, I think you do the Athena when you're thinking very hard, I think you do the Athena struggle sprite. Kinda, yeah. I didn't think about that.
And then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget.
Widget?
This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget.
It talks?
Oh, you need a volume knob. Whoa, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling.
Awkward.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
Now that I seriously doubt.
Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here.
Think it might have something to do with our case? A special edition covering our case? That was quick.
That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop? Rapido!
Right. Well, let's see what it says in here. Let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? What the fuck? Tenmataro, real or flight of fancy? An airborne figure resembling Tenmataro was captured on camera around 3:40 p.m. near Ninetales Vale. Oh, amazing. Tenmataro was seen, but what? He was seen flying through the sky?
Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near Ninetails Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently, that photo was shot right after the murder occurred.
Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved.
Wait a second. Yokai is in one of those Japanese monsters? Mein Gott! You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you?
No, of course not.
No German? Why not plain old English?
Special edition paper add to the court record.
Andale, Apollo! Let's get crackling on that crime scene already.
I can also ask her about the investigation, I guess, but every murder is a supernatural murder. What the fuck do you mean? I guess supernatural as in, like, ghosts. Which I guess in this case we can always theoretically summon the spirit of the person who died, but... Or what we did when Maya was here, but whatever. The foyer. It is kind of nice that I don't have to, like, jump between locations just to get back to another location anymore, but hey, we'll see.
Resident Evil.
April 17th, QB Manor Foyer. Foyer. I think it's the foyer, yeah.
Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look! There's a TV in that little room in the corner.
In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the amazing Ninetails, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetails Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with the Ten Mataro's recent escape. So that wrestler's gone missing?
Hey, you two! You don't belong in here!
Now let's go over a different voice. I've used that voice like 3 times today.
Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about them horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me.
Horns? That's my hair! Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to... We have people with super speed, bomb disposal skills, people who can see mental barriers and physical manifestations, ghostly possession, spirit channeling, seeing the emotions of people with 100% accuracy. You know, you're right. Yeah, this place is pretty nuts.
Ah, you're them lawyers come to defend me at Tenma, aren't you? Ain't ya? Should have reckoned with that, what with the expensive looking bracelet you got there. The name's Phineas Filch.
Like from Harry Potter?
I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you.
Same here.
Oh, talk about a quick change of heart. So tell me, demon lawyer. Bet you used them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebus out of witnesses, eh? Come here, you little horn demon, you. Ow. Ouch.
These horns, I mean, my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone.
They ain't? Seems like a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns, if you ask me.
His face looks like a mask I can just rip off whenever. It does look a little weird, yeah.
And again, ain't none of my business, so... that was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I best get back to work. Yeah! Halt! Stop right there! Huh? Me?
Apollo, your bracelet's gone! Yeah, he jacked it. After a sec.
Ah! Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later. It's on your arm.
Although I forgot to say, my favorite guilty character is ABA, mainly because I find her personality a bit more relatable than the others. I'll have to check out who that is. Yeah, I don't... Is that... Actually, wait, describe them to me. I probably know their appearance, if not their face. Somehow I don't think that will be necessary. Just check your wrist right now.
Ah! The cat's out of the bag!
It was barely in the bag in the first place.
That was a pretty pathetic attempt. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me. I'm begging you.
Oh boy, this guy. Jeez, I almost feel sorry for him now. That was the one with the talking giant key for weapon. Oh, that one! Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. What should we do about him, Apollo? Here's a question. What's your favorite, like, character theme in Guilty Gear? Because, like, Strive has a lot of really good ones. I'm personally pretty fond of Love the Subhuman Self and Mirror of the World. Well, I got my bracelet back, and he seems sorry enough, so... I know you'd understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart. It's bigger than water cash in your wallet, I hope. You leave my wallet out of this. If you're gonna pickpocket someone, try not to wear the merchandise in front of the person you stole it from. Unless that's a strategy. I'm not a pickpocketer. Maybe that's just how things work. Oh. Hey, didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us? Run away, run away! Head over the hills! There are cops around. There should be, at least. Get back here! Yeah, talk about a quick escape. Hmm. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's of the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer. And he left his shoes behind, too. Guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back next time we see him. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them. If someone stole my phone... What was the question? What is your favorite, like character theme music from Guilty Gear Strive? Because I think some of the best are, like, Love the Subhuman Self and Mirror of the World. I like those a lot. Oh, yeah, I already read that. If someone stole my phone, then use that exact same phone with the same cosmetics, I'm taking my shit back and not getting gaslit. Yeah, exactly. Oh, really? You know the password to my phone? Really? So it's not this thing that I just entered in. Yeah. They look like something the police might draw. I wonder where the caretaker got them. Probably stole them. Crime scene diagram added to the court record. Foyer diagram added to the court record. Now then, as I recall, the Fox chamber should be at the top of those stairs. Damn. April 17th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Whoa! Yeah, we got bloody footprints that are like clawed feet. We got a body, another not body, but also kind of person. Or alive person, I should say. Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenma Taro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene. Oh, hey, here's this guy. And who are you? Are you with the police? I asked first. Who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Under arrest? But they're for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. Please wait. We're Mayor Tenma's lawyers. Then why did you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. Ha ha ha! I will soak you in. You do sure we're suspicious though. Is it wrong to say that I like all of them? GGS has some really good music direction. Oh, I agree. No, they're all great. Absolutely. I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Baba Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. I was kind of hoping that Emma would still be the detective this time, but oh well. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's in justice we trust. Ooh boy, this guy's a story and a half. So what can I do for you? Let's talk about the scene. Alright, I mean, not that we have any other option. So would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not! No unauthorized personnel allowed.
Couldn't you make an exception? Cease and desist at once or you'll have to deal with my little friend here. Pepper spray. Heck! Thanks! Is he reaching for his... Injustice we trust. Ew, it's just his badge. You may attend as attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross the police line. If I had to choose one that stands out to me, I guess it would be Elfeld's theme, even if I'm an AVA glazer. Rubba, rubba, dub, yeah, yeah. Too late, my baby. I do like that one, yeah. Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. Also, out of all the collabs I would have expected for Guilty Gear, having fucking Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners was not who I would have guessed. That's actually pretty crazy. You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice. That would be you at bay. I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right? Justice and me, you say? That's right? Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out? What? No, silly. We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice. No, it can't be! You have him on the ropes now, Athena. If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through? But God, the crime scene is a part of justice too. I remember my ex had bought Lucy and Guilty Gear. They wanted to show me, but they kind of left before doing so. I just think it's kind of like weird that of all characters they picked her. Not that like someone else would have been better necessarily, but I don't know. It's just a funny choice. Sure, but only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right? Ah! She's putting that psychology degree to work, huh? Whose justice is the most just here? Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so... Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do? I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. She fits the vibrant aesthetic the game has. That is true. One thing about games is how fucking brightly colored they are. Really? I guess Guilty Gear does have at some point, slightly darker color palette, or at least more balanced. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as Champions of Justice go. Also, to be fair, we just got done with Silent Hill 2, and that game was incredibly dark, so that's kind of the opposite problem there. Her pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all that about authorized personnel only, this was surprisingly easy. That's why I like horror games and visual novels with horror elements, because they're darker colored games. Oh, I get it. Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just? Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? That game was too dark, exactly, yeah. I don't know why YouTube was still like weird. You could barely see shit. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right. Search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles. You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? So we move the cursor with L. Yeah, I got that. And change our perspective with that and that. And change. I don't know why I'm doing the southern voice with her. So we change our perspective with that and that. If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap. Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Nous allons commencer. Let's get started. Whoa. Nothing of particular interest here.
Oh, it's stick drift. This is gonna be impossible.
A forbidden chamber. They say the demon Tenmataro was imprisoned in there before his escape. Think we could get the door open? Think we could get the door open? Wait, she said that. Think we could get the door open? It's worth a try. No good. It's shut tight. I didn't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless.
In justice we trust.
Yikes!
Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either.
Yeah, brightly colored things hurt to look at. For example, hot pink or sky blue hurts, but normal blue or magenta doesn't. Okay, I get it. It doesn't hurt me as much, but maybe I just don't stare at it for long enough. No, I guess that could be part of it. So an unopenable door. Right.
According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene.
Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful.
Wow, forget I said that!
So the forbidden chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I better keep in mind. These weird tracks must have been made when someone stepped in the alderman's blood. Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were... fleeing? They're pretty big tracks, almost bird-like. The feathers also point to a bird. And it must be one big bird. Not of the friendly yellow type either. Maybe it's some mutant bird creature. So your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman QB with a spear. It's more plausible than saying a monster or yokai did it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is by definition a monster. Not sure if I'm sensitive to bright colors or if my eyes are just dry or everything to me is still too bright. But if anything brighter than a dark yellow or bright purple genuinely starts being a pain. Okay, yeah, I mean, I kind of get it. So this is where Alderman QB's body was found. Apparently the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. That's not good.
Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here. Yikes! Of course I can't offer you any information on my investigations, so... in the name of justice, I must say goodbye.
What was that all about? There's the chair. There's a cup. This is where Tenma was sitting. There we go. Did I see an optometrist? Probably. Will I? No, do you think I have money for that? I get it. Yeah. Wait, think about it like this. Let's say you get a job where you need to have, like, decent vision. You think you could get them to pay for it? As, like, a sort of like, oh, hey, I'll work here, but, technically I'm, like, blind. So I need glasses. There you go. Wow, this is a pricey-looking chair. Apparently the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it. Really? Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings. So he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about? That stinks. Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. Sniffle. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. There's some fox statue stuff. There's some yokais. What's this? There's something behind the door. Oh, they broke the... whatever that thing is. Whatever it is, it looks like it's broken. I already have glasses, but a little eye never hurt anyone. Ah, well, yeah.
Get better glasses. Probably broke when the door was opened. Why would anybody put something there? Yeah, that wasn't very smart. Maybe it was Jinxie. He was the first one to discover the body. She must have heard the screams and come running here in a panic. Well, look at you, Apollo. Now you're using analytical psychology too. I am? Wow, you really learn quick. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You're the ace attorney of You're the ace attorney of Write Anything Agency. You're, no, Phoenix is the ace attorney. Apollo's an attorney. Who is actually pretty good, but still. Can't tell whether she's serious or not. Also, roll credits. I forgot to say that. Now, if Trucy said something like that, I'd immediately know she was messing with me. There were those warding things. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch the pendulum in there? Unsteady and, restless. That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis? This strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool. You're actually not that far off the mark. That's where the weapon is from, probably. This one's a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers. Looks like something a demon might use. I saw something like that in the manga once. Do you ever hear the story about the girl who went blind by wearing the wrong glasses? I didn't, but that sounds horrifying. Really? What are they used for? Oh, things like pinching through cheeks. Ew! Pulling out tongues. Stop! Stop! Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes. Yep. Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that. Demons eat canned food? I always wondered what they ate besides people. Canned people? Oh, here we go. What's this? What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox and Ten Mataro battling it out. Eek! Careful, Apollo! It's got blood on it! Really? Hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the Alderman's blood. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this, so... You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Fox and demon statue added to the court record. I thought for sure that the spear would be, but... Look, trophies! Ooh, this one was awarded to Alderman QB. The Amazing Ninetales Yokai Div winner, Town Pro Wrestling Tournament. There was a woman who as a child loved glasses and wanted them really badly, but after being told no about getting some, she started to lie about needing them even on the eye exams. Huh. Yokai division? But no, you could have a division of one. Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night. This caused her to get prescribed the wrong pair of glasses. She continued to wear them, her vision got worse and worse to the point where she couldn't see anything without them. Damn, that... My god. Just get fake glasses at that point. They have kind of like no prescription where you can just see through them. Like, it's not hard, guys. No one's going to hire a masked lawyer, Athena. Well, I mean, kinda. What's this? That looks like an air vent. It's pretty high up there. What if you got a running start and jumped? I doubt even a high jumper could make it. Alright, don't rule that out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper. Even so, that must be about 9 feet high.
Like I said, you don't know until you try, Monsieur Justice.
He doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words. So this is a very valuable lesson in never lying about your health. Exactly. Never lie to your doctor or your lawyer. Or the guy at Arby's. Just gonna put that one out there. Not gonna explain it. Huh. What else to go for? Something wedged under this chair. Let's see if I can lift it up and... Freeze! Yikes! No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers. He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about the attack over in Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth. And you wait until now to tell me? I better get over there at once. In justice we trust. Never lie to someone who isn't a cop, especially if they work at the damn Waffle House or Wendy's. That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, now's our chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. Looks like a large blood-stained cloth. The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here. And why does this seem important? Hey, you tell me. So we have this screen. There's a window. The window could be important. It looks like it's latched open. Hey, this window opens. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches. Not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Have you had a tiramisu before? I've had it once, yeah. I think it was pretty good, but it's like, I don't know. I'm a very simple guy when it comes to, like, desserts. I usually just go for, like, vanilla or chocolate or just, like, one flavor stuff. I think the tiramisu I had was, like, a coffee kind, if that's, like, a special version of it. Look, Apollo! There's something caught in the window frame! It looks like gold fur. It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color! It must be from some kind of animal. Wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? Golden fur added to the court record. Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. He was just coffee cheesecake. Okay, yeah, that would explain it. I'm not really much of a coffee guy, personally. I had a caffeinated drink once on accident, and I stayed up for like a full day. Hey, Apollo, do you hear something? I don't hear anything. Oh, right, your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? Whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait. Probably the air vent then, isn't it? And the echo of someone's voice. In justice we trust. Ah! Someone's got a sharp set of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct. I heard it through the air ducts? Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through here? Why don't we go to the diagram? As you can see, that vent is connected to an air duct that leads out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through there and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through that air duct or something. A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I've never tried coffee aside from a single shot at some gas station once. Shit was awful. Afterwards, I kind of just realized I didn't like hot, sugary bean water. Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm not really about it. I highly doubt there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. You don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you? Not a step ladder or a normal ladder. I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room... Yeah? Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy. In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. This man is very religious about his position as a law enforcer. As long as he doesn't start abusing his power, I mean, you know, maybe he's okay. Oh, come on, throw us a bone here. He's no Gumshoe, though. I miss Gumshoe. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but if I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need? Yerk! I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. To be fair, if I wanted something to shoot me awake, I'd have music, juice, or some other caffeinated drink like good soda. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Which justice is the most just? Why is it always so hard? Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto. To serve and protect. That proves he's very dedicated to his role and willing to do anything necessary for justice. It does! As long as it's not evil. I feel like that's an important point, to make it not evil. And how leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course! I must serve as well as protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice, Bobby Fulbright. We did it, Apollo! Yeah, we did it alright. I'm not sure what that was entirely ethical. Tell you what, I'll come back here next time. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Airhead, your favorite VTuber Android. My next stream is sometime this week. Keep an eye out for my schedule tomorrow. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. And goodbye for now.